watching every week, and I've just been like, man, I miss my locals.
Yeah.
I miss the local scene. I want to come back. So now I'm back.
Hey, and
Had
we're
fun.
glad to see you.
Got back to the local experience of getting smashed by the local players who are all very good.
All very good.
All very good. Speaking of two players that are very good, Lima and Beastly, double PR threat in this match.
I mean, you know, one of them's good. I love you, Beastly. I'm so sorry, but I love messing with you. But no.
Beastly would hear you say that and say, no.
Yeah,
I'm
no, you're
terrible.
right.
No. He's like, I'm terrible at this game. I don't know why I played. And I would also say that to Beastly because every time I talk down on him, he takes some names.
Hey, and you know, at the beginning of this match, we seen him kind of take it to Lima immediately and showing no fear. This could be a great name for him to take.
I mean, obviously, anybody who gets a win on Lima, that's a big thing, right? Especially if you take a tournament over him, that is seldom few people have done that. And Beastly looking to do that just himself. Hey, he does have one Shockwave win under his belt now, right?
He does.
Yeah. So that's something that he has already achieved, but now to win one over Lima as well, that would be a big feather in the cap.
A big feather, I'm saying. But it is a daunting task when considering what you're actually up against. Lima is so nasty in neutral, in the combos, at the edge guarding. Look, if there's a facet of Smash, he's good at it.
And he is going to air dodge right through the Flare Blitz, but that actually forces him to SD because Bayonetta's resources are so finicky.
Right.
That stock will get taken by the jabs, though, so things go back to even. Beastly will have to try to probably switch, I would imagine, off the Charizard in the first stock, because otherwise you're probably going to go to like 90%.
He said, get me out of here.
Sitting in the shield, too. He was just like, I'm not even going to let him get a chance to start.
He didn't even try a counterattack. He just respected it. Said, nah, you good. You
Charizard's not built for that.
Yeah, no.
Not at all.
I'm all right. But you can talk to my homie, though.
Oh, yeah, my boy Squirtle, he's here to play.
He knows all about it.
The Squirtle's been looking nice, too. I mean, he hasn't gotten too many big openings to start off his combos. Like, Lima's really good at preventing people from getting their big things started. But that's going to mean a lot against the Ivysaur.
Oh, my
He is going to have to, well.
Wow, that was a lot of damage for what looked like 3 different resets in the air.
Well, the thing is, there wasn't much that Beastly could do either, because he was playing Ivysaur, so you don't have tons of quick movement mix-ups. Oh, that was disgusting.
Oh my goodness. I mean, I believe it. It's Charizard, but I just wasn't ready to see it so quickly.
That might have caught the DI being off as well, too, because I mean, I know Bayonetta's light, but that's still
that looked nasty. Yeah, I don't know about that one. I would not sign off on it.
But here we have back to the Squirtle. Despite the high percents, probably not too concerned about the stock being taken at this point. Because I don't know, 115 Ivysaur might even be in up tilt to bear percents at this point. So maybe like, okay, stick with the Squirtle. Try to get this damage, make it hard to get things started.
Exactly. The mobility sometimes is more important than the survivability when it comes to the percents. Especially in this kind of lead, you want to get as much percent as possible before you're eventually forced onto your next Pokemon, as we see now. And then the Charizard's coming out. We've already seen explosive kill power, so now Lima has to think about it. Or does he have to think about running this fade?
You know, he gets one hit and then you never know what's going to come next.
Never quite sure.
Sometimes against a light character like this, you fear for the life. Amazing DI by Beastly, though, to just fly out of the Witch Twist.
Agreed.
And then DI down and in to make sure that Lima can't just carry him into the blast zone. See, people in this region have fought against Lima long enough that they know the stakes, right? That, okay, he hits this afterburner kick off stage, I'm dead. Wow.
Very difficult.
Or on stage.
On stage, off stage.
On stage too.
In the air, in a space station, underground. Look, Lima's on the way. It's impossible.
That's one of the reasons you don't see the Ivysaur too much in this matchup too, is that again, like that mobility is really key, right? That it's not about how many hits you can take and then keep getting back up like all the grind set will tell you, but it's actually about not getting hit at all in the first place.
Exactly.
And Ivysaur doesn't really, like normally Ivysaur wants to like lock down your movement and scare you into somewhere where she can get a big combo started, but you don't really do that against Bayonetta, and the hitboxes aren't intuitive with where she goes anyways.
Right.
It's really best to just stick to Squirtle and Dark.
Right. One of Lima and I think Bayonetta's great advantages here in Smash Ultimate is definitely, like you said, it's about not getting hit at all, whereas Lima can take one hit and get a lot of things started.
That's all he's looking for, although Beastly's sticking to the Ivysaur right here, and I guess that would make sense at least as long as you're not getting hit. You can wait to use that frame 1 down B to get out with that invincibility, and potentially, right, down throw up B, you could catch some weird DI, early stock, something like that. never know.
Oh, calling out the jump, yeah, and then forcing the flare blitz. But no punish from Lima was kind of, I would say, uncharacteristic, yeah. Usually the guns are the bait, and then shield cancels it.
He's so good at keeping track of those defensive resources. Yeah, take that stock. That I would normally expect to see him go, okay, he has to flare blitz now. He's not going to go low against Bayo.
Yeah.
So that would just be expected of him to flare blitz.
Right. Unless back throw's going to do it. Bayonetta, once again, not the heaviest girl.
It's a bona fide kill move, that one. And now you get to look at the Squirtle return once again, although 79%. Don't blame Beastly a bit for that switch, but he got that recovery read pretty hard.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't think there was an option. You go down there and risk playing with, you know, Lima in Lima's playground? No, sir.
I mean, it's the exact thing that we saw with the Charizard and the high flare blitz. Lima kind of confirmed, okay, Beastly's going to go high when he can because he doesn't, you know, PT's pretty vulnerable down there, even with Charizard having armor on the fly. I got to shut up. This might be stuck. Never mind.
That was very scary. It was possible. Lima's very good at those platform reset combos where he puts you and him on the platform and then he continues going on with the string. But either way, it's the big damage that is, you know, the silver lining to the cloud. The stock, maybe not. The stage positioning, okay, cool. But damage is always good.
You're going to get plenty of that with Lima, too. I mean, those extensions off the platforms and stuff, that's why he almost beat Tilde. That's like, Tilde pretty nearly went down to losers by the hands of Lima. Just this last weekend, but did not quite come to fruition. Now, Beastly trying to do the same as the champion of the very tournament.
I wish Beastly all the best in doing it, but Lima is just built so differently. The 2 taps on shield, usually people are very scared, but Charizard up smash coming through. It's a very good tool, very good get off me.
Back air, you don't have time for that. Up to back air, though, again, like Charizard, you can take a few hits, does grab ledge in time, and because of the way that Witch Time works, it's not an immediate ledge trump. And don't even know if that was sweet spot back air, but it was enough to take the stock, so Lima's got a 2-0 lead.
Definitely, I think that was definitely a sweet spot, for sure. I don't think I mean, it was a high percent, and it is Charizard, but I think that was definitely a sweet spot.
I would have to think so.
And what a scary position to be in. Anytime you get put into the Witch Time recovery situation and that interaction, you know, like, do you... Oh, did he pick Diddy Kong?
Does he have it? Diddy Kong?
He does, but he doesn't. He said he put him away. He said he shelved that joint.
He says that about a lot of his characters.
Sure, but sometimes I believe him. I ain't seen the Fox in a minute.
That's true. I wouldn't see it in this matchup either.
Right.
The Diddy Kong, though, interesting alternative. So I guess the idea here is, you know, Beastly feeling like maybe he was forced to do a whole lot of aerial approach in that last matchup, right? Lima kind of figured out the ground game against the Squirtle, which you saw Beastly kind of sticking to the floor most of the time. And now you get great ground control out of Diddy Kong. And I think a big thing, too, is just having that command grab mix-up is just so nice against somebody who, you know, sometimes you get frustrated by that specific brand of defense, like, when am I going to throw out my shield? You can't guess.
Right. This matchup has been very famously something Bayonettas have not enjoyed. Not quite sure who wins or who loses, but I do believe a good Diddy versus Bayonetta is always an issue. The banana and the safety being one of those. Yo, he was cooking.
He had the idea.
He had it. Just threw it in the microwave instead of the oven.
I think that was good recognition by Lima, though, to use that down air, noticing that, okay, Beastly air dodges onto that platform. He's not going to air dodge and then shield, right? He's trying to get aggressive. He's trying to initiate something. Oh, my God. With the
slow motion for me. Slow motion for me. Slow motion for me. Yeah. Say, ooh. Oh, like it like that.
That was like the most stylish kill I think I've ever seen. It was just a Diddy up smash. Yeah. But he actually just went, ooh. Super hot.
Yeah, shout outs to the Matrix, the bullet time up smash, man. That was cool as hell. Ooh. Lima, oh, hey, be careful. This is where the matchup is definitely not in Diddy's favor.
Got to get back on stage as quickly as possible. And now, I mean, having that burst movement to the side is very nice. Lima has been over it a few times.
Oi!
Bye! He tried. He wanted the same slow-mo. He wanted the same bullet time.
He said, oh, this is working for me. No, it's not.
It means more active frames, right?
For you, not for him.
Yeah. Okay, it's still, though, building on the damage, and I'm seeing why Beastly likes this, right, is that I think that At times, it can be really annoying to catch exactly where Lima is going to land after he does like all of his combos and all of his mix-ups. But when you have Banana and Monkey Flip both, you don't have to be very precisely positioned.
Right.
And that right there is
close.
a good enough DI, man. Yeah, I thought that would be enough.
Almost. Maybe the blast zones of Battlefield coming into Lima's aid is very possible. Oh man, speaking of Battlefield, getting caught on those platforms with Bayonetta combos, never fun. Watch out.
Wow.
Oh! Oh!
I'm actually, the most surprising thing about that whole thing is that neither one of those two cracked a smile at that.
Yeah, they were just like, oh, yeah.
Lima was like, oh, I messed up. And Beastly was like, don't try that nonsense with me ever again.
FGC nod from both of them.
130 though, I mean, one more witch time could do it. But Lima's looking for something crazy, but yeah, Beastly's got good enough item play that he's not going to have that.
Oh, you
he's
dork!
dead!
No, why would you do that? Oh, I believed in you were the chosen one.
You were the chosen.
You were supposed to bring balance to the force, not destroy it. All right, cool. All right, well, you know, are you surprised? It is Lima. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not extremely. You know, as you could have called that a mile away.
He's rather good at giving you.
Rather good.
I would say, I mean, like, he's obviously very good at adapting, changing his game plan, but he's also very good at just at the start of the game, he hands you like a 500-piece puzzle and says, solve this before you come fight me.
Oh, yeah, right.
Figure this out, and then I'll start changing things up, but here's a puzzle first.
Playing Lima in Smash is like getting handed that puzzle, but then he's also fighting you while you're trying to figure it out. So it's like, what am I supposed to do? Like you're trying to find pieces and block at the same time. You're getting caught with a black eye. Like,
I feel like that's like in Rocky 12. That's got to be like a training regimen, right? He hands it Rocky's like, there. This is blue, right?
Find the piece, Rocco. And I can't.
You have to be able to have this kind of perception.
Yeah.
You must be able to think while you fight. I don't know what this voice is.
I don't know either. If you
I
can
don't know
solve a puzzle, you can dodge a ball.